Okay, here we go. Let me just finish this up. Got a few minutes left. And then we'll attack this. I'm using the backup saw today because it's just easier to start. I repaired the primary saw, you know, and put a new clutch gear in it, and but it's just this backup one that has an improved starting system, and for somebody with rheumatoid arthritis, it's a lot easier to start. But this is the beginning of the project. This could be, you know, a brand new project for somebody. You know, you buy a piece of land, or you know, you make some kind of a creative deal on a piece of land, and you've got a clear spot to set up your homestead. You've got a clear spot, you know, where you can be protected from the weather, whether that's a cabin or, you know, whatever you decide you're going to do. But this is the first step, and you can see behind me that we're clearing a spot for the guest house. You know, we have a driveway set up to it. You know, I mean, it's just a dirt driveway, and then this is going to be the turnaround. It's going to go back here, and so after this gets cleared out, which is going to take me a while. You know, I don't get up here every single day anymore, because you know, we have appointments in town. And then once this is the big stuff is cleared out, then I'll rent an excavator and bring it in for 2 days, and I can get the drive, you know, this drive done in a day, all the stumps and all that kind of stuff, and dig the footers for the piers in a day. But I got some other work on this homestead that I want to do. One of the things is I want to clear out the path going to the back of the property to the sawmill, because I need to determine whether I'm going to drag logs back there, and I think you can probably see in this video there's a logging arch over here. You know, homemade logging arch. I've used that for years, and you know, there's no such thing as too big a tree for that thing. But I can't, and you pull that by hand, and I just can't do that anymore. So I have to determine whether I'm gonna drag logs back to the sawmill, or whether I'm gonna disassemble the sawmill. It's a band mill, homemade, and I can disassemble the head, and when I have the excavator out here, I can haul it out and bring it out here. I mean, this is where all the lumber is going to be for building the guest house. So I don't know, we'll just have to see. You know, I've got some ideas, you know, about lawn tractors and all that kind of stuff. And I've got a source where I can get old broken down lawn tractors. So, you know, if I get a couple of them, I can make one. But I don't, you know, need the mower decks or any of that kind of stuff. There's no lawn on this property anywhere. So, and you know, then just just adapt that logging arch so that I can pull it with the, you know, with the lawn tractor, and that would work out. So if I have an established path back there, then I don't know. See, I've got some logs back there ready to be sawn from a year ago. I pulled a half a dozen logs back there, um, and I'm going to set up the solar kiln back there. I think uh, because I'd like to have less than 40 or 50% moisture when I build this guest house. Uh, the framing, it doesn't matter, um, because wood, when it dries, it shrinks along the depth and the width. It doesn't shrink along the length. So for cutting structural stuff, 2x4s, whatever, it, shrinkage won't be a problem. But the exterior siding, well, I could even do that green too. I could uh, just do board and batten, nail up the boards, let the boards dry out, and then they'll gap, and then put a batten over the gap. We'll just see how it goes. I'm going to build the guest house in two parts. It's only going to be 600 square feet, and I'm pretty sure it's going right behind me. So that'll allow us to come in the driveway this way, loop around, and go back out. Without having to back up a vehicle or any of that kind of stuff. Just make it a little more convenient. I mean, when we lived out here, we pulled into where I'm sitting right now and parked our vehicles here, and then we backed up to go out. We backed up a little ways and then went out the driveway, but we're it's just too inconvenient. We're going to make it so it's more convenient. All right, I just wanted to show you that, and so now you have some perspective on how this is going or gonna go, hopefully. All right, so that's it for this video, I think. I've got sitting right here, that tree was down across its back here, and I've got 3 saw logs here and 2 more over there from that tree. Now those are 10-foot saw logs, and they're 100 board feet apiece. So I'll get 5 out of this one, and then got 1 in the driveway, and I'll get 400 board feet out of that. So just right here within 30 feet, a 30-foot radius, which would be a 60-foot diameter. I've got 1,000 board feet. Oh, I've got another tree right here that I can probably get 300 or 400 board feet out of. It's down. So I've got a lot more than 1,000 board feet just sitting right here. And if I were to put the sawmill right back up there, I've got 5 more over here, and I've got at least 6 more over there. So, and that wouldn't be too far. I might even be able to move them by hand. We're talking about maybe 150 feet. I might even be able to move them by hand. So, I don't know. All I'd have to do is build, a new log bed up here, and the only thing I'd have to buy are the rails, which are angle iron, and I know where I can get some angle iron for a really good price. So it's a little weathered, but it's also thicker than I need. I think it's 3/8. No, I think it's, um, I think it's, I don't know what size it is, 5/16 maybe. You know, it's good. It's good stout angle iron, and that's what the saw head rolls on. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Um, you know, I'm making this video. I've been up here a couple hours, and you know, I've cut some stuff down behind me, um, and you know, I'm pretty much done for the day. It's about lunchtime, and I'm only good for about 3 or 4 hours. So after I do this video, I'm gonna pack stuff up and head on back. See what I mean? See what I'm talking about? It's going to take me 10 times longer. I mean, I just can't do the work anymore, you know, not all day. So we'll just have to go at whatever pace we can go at, but we've got to do something. And if it were you and you were just starting on this thing, this is how you would do it. Of course, you do it a lot faster than I do. But it's, you know, it's not going to cost, it's going to cost next to nothing. You know, I complain that I can't build for $10, you know, I can't dry in for $10 a square foot anymore. I'll dry this one in for a lot less than $10 a square foot, I can tell you that. So, you know, 600 square foot guest house would normally, I could dry it in for $6,000. But I'll dry this one in because all the lumber's coming from this property for less than that. If I had to buy the lumber, it'd be $12,000 easy because the price of lumber has doubled just in the last few months. And it's got no place to go but up. There's going to be a lot of demand for rural building pretty soon. Suburban and rural building. All right. I'm just rambling now, I guess. So, till next time, toodaloo.